Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 1 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, here to tell you about something super important, and that's getting a good night's rest. Helix Sleep can help you guys with that. This is the pillow that I personally use with the Glaciotex technology.
Every side of the pillow is the cool side of the pillow. Guys, you should never cheap out on anything that goes under you. Tires, shoes, chairs, and your mattress. You spend a third of your life in bed. Have a great mattress. Take the quiz. Find out which one's perfect for you.
Or if not, check out the mattress toppers. I've been using that. It's been great, very comfortable. December, it's been in the high 90s. It's been too hot. So my mattress topper actually still keeps me nice and cool.
Guys, another really important thing to keep in mind is Helix offers a 120-night sleep trial. So you get to test the mattress out for months and ensure that you love it. And after that, Helix mattresses come with a lifetime warranty, so you know you're going to get something good.
Guys, check it out. And if you take the quiz on the website, it'll kind of help you to see what is right for you. Important sleep. It's games, it's sleep. These are the two best things. Don't cheap out on it, guys. Get something that's going to have you get extra rest. Thank you guys so much. So visit helixsleep.com/angryjoeshow because right now they have a New Year sale extended. It's site-wide 20% off. See if there's a pillow that you can upgrade if you've already got a mattress, or try out that mattress topper if you don't want to do the full mattress, but check it out, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Guys, you should never, ever cheap out on stuff that goes below you. Sleep is so important.
Yeah, click the links down below. It'll do yourself quite a favor. So, Alex, what the hell? Oh, I intended to get the top 10 best games of 2025 out on Thursday, Friday. Boy, did I have such a hard time with this. Number one, I was dealing with a lot of copyright strikes, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to figure this out myself. And I came up with a bunch of different strategies and things and just went down a rabbit hole and was just getting defeated left and right by YouTube spider bots. Then I dealt with that, and then when I rendered the video, Joe, it did the thing where it like freezes and then crashes, and I said, okay, I'll re-render this one part, and then I'll render the whole thing while it's rendered, and the first time ever it's crashing on that. So I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So I ended up getting it done like Friday at like 2 a.m., something like that. I was like, I'm going to wait. So the top 10 best games are coming out. It's already done. It's coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And then the rest of the lists are right behind it.
The worst games.
The worst, the most disappointing. Don't forget about that one. Oh, and boys, if you will start writing up your worst and best movies, top 10. We're only going to do 10 this year instead of 20.
Shit, I don't know if I saw 10 movies this year.
You didn't even see 10 movies last year? Yeah, you did.
Not that would make top, well, because then
Oh, you're right. On my list, I put little brackets on the movies that I've heard is really bad, or that Joe told me that he saw and I didn't see. And I'm like, maybe I'll watch these, maybe I won't.
Yeah, I had a friend tell me that like Begonia was one of the coolest things they've seen, and it's just like I want to watch.
Yeah,
I actually kind of want to watch.
It's hilarious. Remember we were making fun of Begonia?
We were making fun of Mortal Kombat,
right?
Because like you're fucking afraid of
Begonia.
Begonia.
That was a competition they had, yeah.
Afraid of Begonia, and when I saw Begonia, and I was like, are they
Jesse
gonna?
Plemons is great.
Are they gonna? And then I was satisfied. I am curious what you guys would think of Begonia. So watch it on your own with my recommendation, then it's money well spent. All right.
Okay. Gaming news.
So so those lists are coming. Boys work on, the movies, and maybe this year we might throw in a new list, maybe, streaming, or I'll do it on my own if I have to, the streaming TV series we've watched, because we've watched a lot of streaming TV stuff as well. Make a smaller list on that.
Yeah, Great British Bake Off. It was okay this year.
See, you watched one, so there you go.
Oh, that's one.
Okay, that's my bit. That's my spiel. Was there any gaming news here for this week?
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, let's start with kind of a fucking hilarious story. Palworld's getting sued by Pokemon because Nintendo thinks that they own everything.
This is still happening.
Everything, their creations.
Yeah.
Of course.
They even got some patents in the United States that they don't deserve. They shouldn't, and they should be revoked. Where they're like, oh, summoning monsters to fight for you.
Yeah,
it's
go
like,
to hell.
It's like you realize that people have been doing that long before you even existed.
Yeah.
You pieces of shit.
You go to hell, you die.
So Palworld is like, you're going to sue us for doing something similar to what you're doing. We're going to do even more.
Nice.
They're going to make a collectible card game with Bushy Road. It's going to be a 1v1 game where you use pals to fight each other.
What?
And like you're gonna do. Apparently, there's some like base building in the game. They haven't revealed everything in there, but I just think it's so
I'm
fun.
gonna buy a pack just to spite Nintendo, just to piss them off. Because I remember I played Pokemon CCG back in the day. Did you guys?
Yeah, I played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
time
this
ago.
shit, boy. Yeah.
I mean, card games. I thought that card games could be super fun, and
You still love card games.
Not
Even
as
though you
much.
haven't played one in forever, right?
I despise Magic the Gathering
So
and
now
the
you
company
can
that
move.
owns it.
Now you
Like,
can move
We
to
should, and
Palworld.
you're my only guy right now that would be willing to play the Babylon 5 card game with me. So we should set a weekend where we play the card game.
we have a bunch of Babylon 5 cards. I actually found a whole bunch more recently too.
But
That
really,
we
Babylon
have.
5, I'd be interested in looking at.
So, but yeah, I used to love like card games, and so it's like some of these can be total fun, and so the fact that Nintendo's like, oh, this is ours now. It's like it never was yours. People did it before you. You guys suck. Stop suing people.
Stop it.
Yeah. So it's like, look, if they're making what Tencent did to Horizon, totally makes sense. It's like, all right, it's like a redhead Stone Age lady, but there's like tech robots. I get it, but it's like saying that you own the ability to summon something to fight on your behalf. Stop it. Absolutely stop it. So
Yeah. Are you saying that they're suing them for the card game, or no? This is not.
this is brand new.
This is new,
Nintendo just found out about the card game.
Okay, so they're going to sue them for that as well
maybe.
when that comes out.
Yeah.
Chances are 90%.
Yeah.
These are fucking little cute things with guns.
Go home,
Don't
Nintendo.
call them cute, weirdo.
What?
That's what they are.
Because one of the pals is a weird, sexy thing that's
cute.
trying to kidnap you.
I didn't say sexy.
He
You
didn't
said
say that
sexy.
one.
I
You're
said there's some
you're
cute
thinking
ones.
of that
We
one.
played
That's
a lot
your,
of-
that's
We
your
played a
thing.
lot of Palworld together,
They're
OJ.
clearly
and anytime-
designed to be cute.
Are
Alex.
you going to talk about the thing?
Except
okay,
for that
wait,
one.
which part?
The one where there's that special one that like kidnaps your pal to do stuff with them. Remember?
I try
No, I
not
didn't
to.
play it.
Oh.
try not
I haven't played Palworld yet.
There's like there's one
There's
that
a lot
I've
of
seen
fun.
y'all play
Yeah,
it.
we played a lot.
we played a lot, and it's fun.
It's-
So, all right. Let's talk about GameStop. Everyone loves GameStop because everyone hates Citadel. GameStop a couple years ago,
GameStop is not.
they wanted to short the stock because they realized that GameStop as a company has been giving people Skittles for like brand new video games for a long
Yeah.
time, and they haven't been a great company. And so the internet came together and we're like, we're going to screw over this company that's shorting their stock. That's awesome. I'm all for that. But now GameStop wants to close hundreds of stores in the United States, and the reason that they want to do so is CEO Ryan Cohen is on track for a $35 million payday if he can increase its market cap by a
Best way
little
to
bit more.
do it.
Close a whole bunch of stores. They're going to be closing a bunch of stores all over the place. And, I never know how I feel about when they're like, hey, we're going to give you a bunch of money and you're going to do the thing that just kind of destroys the company by closing all of these stores and impacts all of your employees so that he can get this big old check in the back end.
Oh,
So,
man. You think that's what he's doing? I
for
wouldn't
sure.
put it past the CEOs of doing that. That's just wild. When you're talking about that many millions of dollars, he has no incentive. He has all the incentive to fuck around and put himself first rather than his employees or his company or this or that.
yeah, and so it's a bad look because you've got aggressive cuts are being made to its businesses all over the place, and then the CEO has this giant looming check that he's probably going to hit, which is weird because I keep reading more into this. It's like GameStop's company was worth $9.52 billion, and even
That seems a little high.
and then before its sales just keep dropping. 29.9% decline in sales of hardware and accessories. Software's dipped 33%. collectibles have dropped only 4.8%, but it's like everything's going down, value's going through the roof, to the moon. And
they're losing out to digital because it's a lot easier to just get your stuff on digital or get it on Amazon without having to visit the store and be harassed by the employees. Though they harass you a little less because there's no Game Informer magazine. Or did they bring Game Informer back? Well, whatever. They'll probably still harass you for pre-orders. Did you pre-order it? Well, if you didn't pre-order it, you're not going to get a copy. Are you serious? This is the digital age. I can fucking buy a copy, right? You piece of shit.
So I went to one recently, and it was not a good experience. Yeah, so I want to
fuck were you in?
I want to switch two in a raffle. And so it was like going in there, I was like, okay, want to see what's available. And they have all these little cards, and they were like out, and it's like, you don't have this game? You can't just give me? He's like, no. You'll have to like trade stuff in for Nintendo credit and then apply it to your Nintendo account. It's like, I can just bypass you. You are all worthless.
Yeah, wow.
You
Yeah.
think it'd be a little bit better if they did better trades?
I have always hated their trade policy.
There's a bag of Skittles. I remember this guy made a
Yeah,
joke.
it's a fucking.
I take
There's
a bag
no
of
point.
Skittles.
That's why I was
Not
like,
even the good ones.
yeah, because I have all these old games and stuff. I was like, I'd rather just hold on to it. It's gonna be better spent here.
Yeah,
trading.
We have incredible secondhand video game stores in like the Austin metro area, and they will give you like fair value for stuff.
Exactly.
And the stuff
it's like I'd rather fucking go there. And
they're not closing all of their stores, so I don't know. It's just I read this and I was like, that's a terrible look. Offering your CEO a ton of money if he can increase the market cap, and then what he's going to do is, it's like let's
start trimming
hours and trim some of this other stuff. So I don't know. If you love GameStop, you love GameStop, but
I haven't been to one in forever.
Yeah.
There's one by the HEB.
For now.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if they're going to close that one down.
We're going to close that one. EB, which they own, is also going to be closing a bunch of stores, so not good over there.
EB still around? Electronics Boutique.
I used to love Electronics Boutique way back in the day.
It was Electronics Boutiques were in the malls,
Yeah.
and GameStops were on their own, but then I guess they bought each other or something, and so then I started seeing GameStops in the malls as well, and EB's a lot less. I guess they didn't like the name.
Yeah. Splitgate was in the news this week. The devs are trying to... They're lashing out or fighting back, if you will, because people are saying, "Look, you re-released your game this year. You only have about 1,000 players on Steam. A lot of times, even less than that."
Yeah,
and
it was 680 when we started playing, and then our chat was like, "Well, for real, try it out." It went up to like 800 and something.
Yeah.
And then they showed up in our chat. It's not the worst game ever, but it is pretty
it was fun to play.
generic.
Like you play for a couple hours, and I'm like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Arc Raiders is still at 160,000. PUBG's 600,000, and so it's like there's a lot of other competition out there, and especially when the CEO is a giant moron, and then at like the worst possible time,
But this one's different.
Yeah, and then they went out to say like, "Oh, we don't have all these microtransactions. The game launches." It's like this is just as aggressive as Call of Duty, which you were making fun of. So he's been quiet for a while. I'm glad that someone over there is like, hey, you just need to shut the fuck up, because everything that you're saying is hurting us. But yeah, they aren't doing so well. The game is, like you said, I don't think the game is terrible. But
but launching it and then de-launching it and then launching it again and getting and then rebranding it.
Yeah.
That's also something they did. It went for, because I was looking Splitgate 2. I couldn't find it. I was like, what the fuck happened? So they renamed it to Splitgate Arena something.
Reloaded.
And
yeah.
it's like, no,
It's
that'll
cooler.
confuse
It's
people
edgy.
too. So yeah, that might end up on a list. We'll see.
Yeah, and so they said Steam charts don't measure fun. That's true, but in a free-to-play shooter, if you don't have...
Steam charts do measure number of players, which measures sales in an indirect way, which also indirectly measures success. There you go.
It's very true.
But he said, no. None of that is true.
Yeah. And they also said, like, look, there may be some consoles and, some other things, but if you have a really tiny player base...
Yeah, consoles do have bigger numbers usually than Steam.
Yeah, especially in the free-to-play space. But if you don't have enough people playing, then matchmaking isn't very good, and bots get thrown into matches, and it's just like... Or you're waiting in a queue for a really long time. So, yeah, like you said, may make a list. You can do a breakdown for it there, but it doesn't... For a game, it's like, oh, make make it great again. It's like all you did was copy 2 different games, and then you didn't even improve off your first game, and then you added microtransactions in the worst way. Like, how'd you think this was going to go?
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
All right, Call of Duty. Remember last year where they're like, hey, we were addressing the uglification problem that we have here with like the skins and stuff. Beavis and Butthead
making it like, man, this doesn't even seem like Call of Duty anymore.
It's like a Fortnite, Ready Player One, like horror. It was ridiculous.
A horror show.
Yeah. And so they said that feedback hits home, and we take it seriously. We hear you. Black Ops 7 needs to feel authentic to Call of Duty and its setting. What? What? You don't believe that?
Joe, put some footage over here of the new Fallout skins. And then, I don't know, I was browsing through, I think it was Reddit, and I saw, like, the skins winning. There's, like, the T-armor. The power armor is in the fucking... I didn't realize this. I thought it was just, Lucy and the cowboy. That's cool, right? But then there's power armor. You can get the power armor, and at the end in the circle, motherfuckers start flying with the power armor and shooting down. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do to... And then they win with the power armor. And by the way, it's got VATs everywhere, so it looks very different from Call of Duty. And it's not Call of Duty anymore. So basically everything that they said was bullshit. But you said it wasn't
going to be yearly, right?
To Call of Duty.
It's not going to be yearly.
They're fucking lying out their ass.
Skins.
The skin developers are like, bro, what are you doing? Shut the fuck up. We're trying to sell $25 skins, more than that skins. And in order to get people to buy these, they want extra biddies and that UI redesigns. That's one of the first times they're redesigning the UI for the skin, so it makes it attractive for some people to buy that. Yeah. So for them to be saying one thing and doing another, somebody needs to figure that out.
Yeah. The big issue is the gameplay isn't spectacular, and people are disappointed there, and so they need to do something to make up for it. And it's easy to dogpile when a game is really good. You forgive more of the bullshit, but the game is it's bad. It's just, I don't want to say really bad, but it's fucking bad. It's one of the worst Call of Duties we've had, and we played Vanguard. Well, you played Vanguard. I left town. I didn't want to play that shit. Yeah. Well, good news is this week.
You're leaving in April, aren't you? I'm going to check to see if there's, because you put it on the calendar. Good job. Mm-hmm. So make sure you put anything on the calendar so I can make sure.
There's
no.
D9.
I don't think there's anything.
Yeah. Well, this week we have the New Game Plus show, and one of the big things that was showed off was how big, I mean massive, Crimson Desert is going to be.
Yeah.
Single-player RPG. Actually, they say it's going to be twice the size of Skyrim, which was large.
Holy shit. Damn, that's pretty sweet.
So if it's twice the size of Skyrim with stuff to do and it's an interesting world,
that would be pretty sweet.
Awesome. Like then we're talking about a wonderful experience. So that's all we got to
But if it's twice the size and it's just like Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield was probably bigger.
It's like there's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
It's like, yes, it is bigger, but what do I do now?
Yeah. So that one's coming. It's set to come out March 19th. So that one should be on everybody's list. I mean, we're talking about, it's a Eastern RPG, but they've been making such incredible games that I'm excited to see what they can do with it.
That's going to be on my list. It'll be fun.
Hopefully. And then we can see if you can make your character exactly the way that you want. So... All right, that's what I got for this one. You said you got a new theme park you wanted to head to, right?
Yeah, so it was announced Warhammer World. Games Workshop, basically pub / hobby store / big event stuff. They do like narrative games and things. It's basically like a fucking playground for adults that are into plastic crack. They are in existence in the UK, and that's where they put all their world events and crazy competitions and things like that, and then show off good stuff. they're finally opening one here in the U.S. because this company, man, it is growing crazy. I think 2026 is probably going to be a pretty big year for Warhammer. You've got Dawn of War 4 coming. You've got a Total War Warhammer 40K coming. You got the Amazon work. That's probably not coming next year. That's probably like at least 2 years away. But then you've got Warhammer 40K 11th edition coming out at some point. And they're already making, record profits and growing and stuff. So it's just going to get even crazier. And I think they're probably capitalizing and doing the right thing, opening up one of these Warhammer worlds in America. So where's it going to be? It's going to be in Washington, D.C., or just outside Washington, D.C., and these are their flagship kind of warehouses or events. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. That'll give me a reason to go over to Washington, D.C. Dr. Eva, our community manager, lives in that area, so go visit that and check it out and see what they got.
See, it's going to have a restaurant, too?
Yes. It's a pub, and then there's pub food. I don't know if they do themed drinks.
Well, I was thinking, that would be cool. Like stew or some weird shit.
I don't know. Let us know if they have that in the UK. That would be cool. Like beer.
You have
make
to have
the beer
theme.
Green. I'd drink the green beer and shit.
Yeah, just do the
butter
theme
beer
stuff and
So I'll go. I'll visit when that thing opens up.
Sanguinius Sangria.
And then one news story I just found is that Amazon's Fallout website, as we're reviewing Fallout, there's they have a website for the TV show, but on that website is a countdown to something. And fans are hoping that when this Vault countdown, finishes, that it's going to maybe reveal the long-awaited Fallout New Vegas remaster or a Fallout 3 remaster from video games. So that could be pretty cool. So
lots of rumors this week about that.
Let me see if that website is still up and the timer is still
curious,
going.
like how many. It's a couple weeks away.
Yeah. So, actually, I did a little bit more research on it, and the countdown, it appears to coincide with around the last episode. Oh. So once the last episode airs, then this will open, and so that'll get people excited. So I think it has to do with a video game. I really do.
I hope so.
A mobile video game.
Oh, please. Well,
what is the mobile vault? The one that...
Yeah, who was it that played that a lot? Devin was playing the shit out of that, and he was constantly sending us screenshots. Look at what my guy did, and look at us like, Devin, man, just don't fucking... I heard it's good, comparison for fucking, mobile games, but it's not for us. But, I'm a little confused as to why people would think that Amazon would be promoting a Bethesda product. But if you think about it, or some people would say, why would that would be a Bethesda thing? It's like, bro, they're working in tandem with them. They license it. I'm sure there's marketing things and that they would announce something there.
The bigger the IP is, the better the next season's going to do. Like all
Have you never seen like HBO when Peacemaker was out, season 2 at the beginning? Was it at the beginning or the end of every episode? They do the Peacemaker is out on the fucking mobile thing. I forgot what game it is. You don't need to know what game it is.
Well, fuck all that shit. That shit sucks. But so Edge Runners did really, really well for both Netflix and for CD Projekt.
That's just thinking with The Witcher Season 1.
Yeah. And people went back and played the game, and then before they realized.
And then they went
But they were separate entities. I never saw an advertisement in Cyberpunk to go watch Edge Runners. And on Edge Runners, I never saw an advertisement to go and play the game. That just organically was like, do it, and then you did it. Mm-hmm. I didn't do it for the longest time until you guys were like, why haven't you reviewed Edge Runners? And I watched it like a year and a half late or something, and it was fucking amazing. And that song still makes me cry every time it turns on. So that is... So I'm wondering if they're doing that now for the Fallout TV show. So just another thing to look forward to see if we might get some remasters. And I would definitely appreciate a remaster of Fallout New Vegas so I can go back and play it. Fallout 3, a little less interested in, but it has been so long. That might be cool too. But I just remember that was the ending, that there were supposed to be like 700 endings. Todd Howard said that there would be 700 like crazy endings, and I don't remember that having that many endings.
Todd Howard would misrepresent the truth? No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, Bethesda doesn't have any good stuff, you know.
Is it a video game, yes or no?
I want it to be a yes, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. I mean, they made so much money with Oblivion.
I got it again.
That they've got to. They're going to do. Everyone's looking at what Capcom's done, and they're like, oh, they kind of forgot how to make good games most of the time, so we'll just remake our good ones. And so Bethesda's ripe for that. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll find out in like 22 days, about 22, 23 days.
Is it going to be a mobile game?
No.
Oh,
No.
No, I want New Vegas.
They already have a
I want New
mobile.
Vegas remastered bad. That would
Yeah.
be, and I want you to keep all of the bugs exactly like you did with Oblivion.
Oh. I don't know.
Not the crashes and stuff,
know
but
about
you know, like there was a lot of weird interactions that are just fun. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's it for this one. I got one or two more for the second video.
All right, make sure you click those links down below. Take care of your sleep. Your sleep is so important, and we got that sale 20% off right now.
And we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe show. Watch the second video. Bye, guys.